Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Ninja Mania in Danbury, Connecticut for the World Ninja League Head-to-Head Championships, the first of its kind. I am your host, Ken Casillas, joined today by Billy Dixon. Our courses today are designed by the one and only Ryan Tanner, who's been working hard these last few months to really make sure this course is as perfect as it can be. I've actually heard a little rumor, Billy, that this is the 11th version of this course. We're really going to make
What?
sure that these courses and these obstacles are as perfect as possible for all of our athletes. And we're kicking it off with the kids division. Now, for our youth athletes and for all of our athletes, they've all had to qualify through our head-to-head season. Those gyms that you see on the map right now on your screen held regionals. And not only were there regionals, but there were 2 regionals per region. So we're looking at a grand total of 12 different regionals. All of these athletes came to one of those 2 within their home region, qualified for this World Championship event, and are now ready to bring their speed and skill to hopefully claim the title of first WNL head-to-head champion.
What a title that will be to bestow upon themselves. Now, let's talk about the format for this weekend's championship. It is going to be double elimination. The tournament starts off with all of the athletes in the winner's bracket. Following that, if an athlete loses a match, they drop to the comeback bracket instead of being eliminated. So there's always a second chance there. A second loss in the comeback bracket will result in elimination. And the last remaining athlete in the comeback bracket faces the winner's bracket champion in the final round. So it's basically going through a separate system to meet the winner's bracket at the end, which can make for some incredible redemption stories. And if the comeback bracket champion wins, then a final reset match will occur since both athletes are now at 1 loss.
That's right. It's going to be a best 2 out of 3 match, and it's worth noting as well that this course will follow the challenge course format. Our athletes will have 2 retries. However, the timer will not freeze like a standard challenge course, so that way our athletes can continue to go at their own pace. After those 2 retries have been used, their third fall will mark the end of the run, but hopefully we see more buzzers today than any other championship event.
Indeed.
Now, it looks like our kids course is going to have 8 obstacles, and I believe we're going to have some testers up at the starting line in just a bit.
Here we go.
There we see right there, those are the non-ascending steps. Our testers are now coming through the peg climb and step and soar straight into our sonic curve, which is our turnaround obstacle here. Glide and grab is obstacle number 5. Our athletes are going to pull through those little discs as well. Then the rolling log, and they turn around for the turbo rollers.
There they are.
To come into our final obstacle, a Lachey Lane aerial alley. You can see our testers popping through those Lacheys and onto those red platforms to hit the buzzer. Each buzzer is different colored, and some of the obstacles are colored differently as well. We will have a red lane and a blue lane. So if you hear us say that there is an athlete racing in the red lane or an athlete racing in the blue lane, you will know exactly which side to look at.
Precisely so. It does look like a very nice course to start off the weekend here. Very flowy. You can definitely see a lot of opportunities for links throughout that course as well, especially on the UFOs and the rings and a few Lachey obstacles like the second one here. Very, very exciting for it. As well as a bunch of agility with the first obstacle there, the non-ascending steps, and a little bit of a turbo roll cameo, an infamous obstacle from our Tier 1 championships last year.
That's right. Our time limit as well is going to be 1 minute and 30 seconds for our kids' male and female divisions. So our athletes are really going to have to push the pace here, not just to beat their opponent, but to make sure that they beat the clock as well. You can see our athletes warming up there, getting a little stylish as well. Let's take a look at some of the athletes who are going to be competing today. It's going to be starting off with our 4 athletes in the kids' female division. Kylie Falkowski, currently our number 1 seed right now, coming out of the Warrior Factory Buffalo. She'll be facing off against some other top athletes, including Lily Olson. Lily has been doing ninja for quite some time. All these athletes pretty experienced for only being in the kids division. You know, the kids division takes 6 to 8-year-olds. All of our athletes 8 years old in the kids female division, which means they've maxed out their experience in this division. You can see here as well that some of our athletes, like Amelia Diaz-Lant here, competed in 20 competitions this season in Tier 1 alone, plus the 3 head-to-head competitions that earned her a ticket to this championship. That's a very dedicated athlete right there at such a young age. And then, of course, we have our final athlete here coming from New Jersey. This is Maribel Baker. There's going to be a very tight race here. There's 4 athletes, which means a podium spot is already very close to them. And you know that these athletes are going to be hungry for it, Billy.
Exactly. With only there being 4 athletes in the kids female division, these girls are going to have to really work to not be that one person out of the podium. So I'm excited to see how those races unfold. As we now move on to the kids male division, looking through, we have got Owen Olsheimer in the top seed right here, starting Ninja in 2022. Go give him a follow on Instagram as well at UpNinja34. Loves climbing obstacles. There are a bit of hand dexterity, a bit of upper body throughout. He is an 8-year-old ninja warrior dominating the sport with skill, speed, and determination. And last year, he finished in the top 10 of the WNL at the championships, showcasing his strength, agility, and agility against the fierce competition. Another 8-year-old here, very high power score, and 19 competitions in the Tier 1. In the whole experience, you can see the Grand Champion label right there. That just shows where we mean business here at the head-to-head championships.
Very true, Billy. And an athlete that I'm also looking to definitely keep an eye out for, it's going to be Joey Stone. There was a test event here at Ninja Mania to ensure that this format was something that athletes wanted to compete in, and Joey Stone absolutely crushed that event last year. And now he's back in the number 2 seed. It's going to be very interesting to see how he handles this larger field and this new course here at Ninja Mania. I'm super excited to see how he's going to bring it. He's coming out of the Grit Ninja Pleasantville. Started off in Tier 2, but has very quickly progressed his way up alongside another athlete that I'm a bit more familiar with. This is Henry Hank, as I know him, Sagow. Hank has been on the grind, one of the hardest working young ninjas I know, honestly, coming out of Ninja Nation in Huntersville, North Carolina. And you can check out his Instagram. He's known as Hang Time Hank. This kid is throwing some crazy moves. He loves to be flashy with it. I would not be surprised if once he's comfortable on the course, he starts to throw bigger moves, you know, so that way he can go for broke. You know, that we're going to see some risks being taken here, Billy. Absolutely.
Exactly. On a stage like this, when it comes to the head-to-head championships, you might as well go for broke. If the main component of the competition is speed, might as well go all out with it.
All right, we are now going to be taking a look at one of our runners, some of our runners who have not been paired up. They will be running the course first. This is so that way everyone who's paired up, they get one race in, and the person who is left on their own, we have 15 in the kids male division, so that 15th person will still get a chance to touch some obstacles before they actually have to face off against anyone.
Indeed.
Well,
So,
actually,
and
it looks like we're actually looking at our first matchup of the kids female division. We've got Kylie in the red lane and Maribel Baker in the blue lane on the left side of your screen. You can see Kylie already pulling back big for that skip. We are on the move. Taking up now. Step and soar. Nice jump into that disc, but Maribel's not far behind. Nice
yeah, it looks
set
like
of the
Kylie is
hips
only
back.
either 1 or 2 moves ahead right here coming into Sonic Curve. Looks like Maribel just about takes a tiny bit of a lead there, it looks like, coming into these rings. A lot of unnecessary
Ooh,
pullbacks
yeah.
there. Ooh.
A little bit of a hesitation there by Kylie. Puts Maribel in the lead at the moment, but she quickly makes up for it, and Maribel actually falls on this rolling log. She's got to use that retry, and that's the opening that Kylie Falkowski needed. She is going to build up some swing here on Aerial Alley. Looked like she wanted to link that. Skips
the
that
correct
last bar,
motion
not a
there.
problem. Kylie
Easy stuff.
Falkowski taking the first win of the head-to-head championships. We will see. Yeah, all right. Great job by Maribel. Does get that clear. She will be going to the comeback bracket, and she has the experience of getting to clear. 58 seconds for Kylie, a minute 9 for Maribel. That was a pretty close run. It was very back and forth. You know, Kylie was definitely ahead early on, but she hesitated a bit on those rings, and it gave Maribel a chance to return. As you can see here, she's slightly ahead. And then it was on that rolling log where Maribel just slipped off, and that allowed the separation there from Kylie. Very good first race. We're now going to be seeing our next matchup in the kids' female division. It's going to be Lily Olson in the red lane on the right side of your screen, Emilia Diaz-Lent on the left in the blue lane.
Yes, our second kid female division race out here, both of them being 8 years old, it seems. One from Massachusetts, one from New York. Here we go. We are off now.
All right, already Emilia taking a slight lead. Just a couple steps ahead, but Lily is still right on her tail.
Only one move separating them now. Looks like Lily is about at the same pace now. Yes, there they go. Now they are neck and neck. This is where the race starts, ladies and gents.
All right. Now, who's going to be more efficient with their pullbacks? It looks like Emilia is taking smaller ones, and it pays off because she's not spending as much hang time. She's going to pull just slightly ahead, but Lily Olson making the comeback. It's going to come down to the final obstacle here, Billy.
Go. It's going to be a pullback battle. Okay, here we go. It looks
she's got to link
Emilia
it. She does.
Taken the buzzer first. Oh, very close
Still
there.
got to hit the buzzer, Lily. There we go.
There we go.
Wow.
Only less than a second separating them looks like well. Lily. These kid females are not messing about today.
She's got to link it. She does.
Taken the buzzer first. And they are displaying it with expertise.
That was absolutely insane. Super cool to see a nail-biting race so early in the competition. And now it looks like we are going to get our comeback race by the looks of it. Looks like Maribel's chalking up there in the red lane at the start. Got her coach Joe Capo from Next Level Ninja. There's your bracket there, folks. So Maribel and Lily will be our first race in the comeback bracket, while Kylie and Emilia will battle it out for a spot in the finals. The loser of that matchup will come into the comeback bracket and face whoever wins between Maribel and Lily. This is also worth noting, worth a spot on the podium this next race. So a very important race in this division.
Exactly. We will have at least one of our podium spots guaranteed with this race and what comes with it. We can see Joe Capo in the orange there. I also saw Joe Morovsky somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Him on the right representing Stanford Ninja Academy and his team. Very, very excited to see what all of our athletes across the weekend are able to bring.
That's right. Joe Morovsky will be competing in the Elite Division, but first, he's going to spend this weekend coaching the rest of his athletes from the Stanford Ninja Academy. Can't wait to see all of that culminate in hopefully some trophies for that gym. They definitely train championship level. They're all of that caliber.
Indeed, they are.
Now that we've seen the course, Billy, what are some obstacles that you think should be optimized to the maximum so that way our athletes can get the fastest runs possible?
Well, personally, one that I would think to take a second look at is both of the balance log and the turbo rolls. Both of those require a quick turnaround and quick foot action there if they want to have a bit of time save going into our final Lachey alley.
Very, very true. You got to be quick on those pivots, and that is a sharper 180 turn. The transitions between obstacles almost as important as the obstacles themselves. And we'll see who learned from their first run, as Maribel is in the red lane there, Lily Olson in the blue lane. This is a battle for, at minimum, third place. but their championship dreams are not over here in the comeback bracket.
Precisely so. Both of these athletes have a ready stance, getting ready to take apart this course here. And here they go, 3, 2, 1. They are off. It looks like Lily is going to take a slight lead going into our second obstacle here. Quickly matching throughout with a very quick descent.
Doesn't get the platform. And Maribel's going to keep going.
Maribel. There we go. Balancing across,
now
taking a bit of time, knows that she has a bit of momentum to go into that second disc. There we go.
Maribel now just one swing ahead of Lily, but Lily's covering ground. Those hesitations can really throw you off. But they're move for move right now, Billy.
Here we go. A tiny bit of neck and neck action here. Is it going to be Lily first? It is going to be... Oh, it's too close to call. Now, here we go. Through the turbo rolls, it is going to be Lily going through that rope first with a bit of confidence going into our final obstacle, the trapeze lâché. There we go.
Great
Hits the link. We have a... There we go. Happy days all around.
Wow. Lily Olsen staying alive in the comeback bracket. Maribel Baker ends with a 1:01 time, 8 seconds faster than her first run. Great job from both of our athletes. Right here, surprised to see Maribel just how quickly Lily made up ground. They're even at the halfway point of the course, and it was on that final balance portion that you were talking about, Billy. The lack of hesitation from Lily allowed her to pull just slightly ahead, and then she had a great link through to the buzzer. And now we will be continuing in the winner's bracket with Kylie Falkowski in the red lane, Emilia Diaz-Lent in the blue lane.
We have got the Warrior Factory and Empire Ninja represented within this race. Here we go, every second counting here. It looks like Kylie is going to do quite the big jump getting there, but it looks like it's a tiny bit more neck and neck. But Kylie is linking, both of them are, it seems. But
you can see both of them also. You can see both of them looking at each other, trying to see where they're at, seeing what kind of moves they have to make. Kylie's still one swing ahead right now, but there is still plenty of opportunity for Emilia to pull forward. Not if Kylie keeps running like this, though. She's leaving no room for error. Already on the final obstacle, might be putting up the fastest time we've seen today so far.
It's definitely possible. She hits the link going through.
They both do. 40,
that
6 and 40.9, 0.3 seconds separating our athletes here. And it's Kylie Falkowski who's going to be staying in the winner's bracket.
Tiny bit more neck and neck, but
wow.
Kylie is linking.
I was so busy looking at Kylie's run.
To pull forward.
I didn't even see where Emilia Not if Kylie keeps running like this. She closed that gap so well. Time we've seen today so far.
Let's have a look at it again. Definitely possible. Bit of a link
there.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
every
Kylie's link
counts there.
Kylie's link was a little more up in the air and had a bit more air time, whereas Emilia did more of a forward link and she popped her way through, and that made it that much closer. If there is a rematch in the finals between those two ladies, I'm very excited to see who's going to come out on top, because I think it's going to be even faster and even closer. But with that said, taking a look at our bracket for the kids female division, Kylie Falkowski is now in the finals. She is guaranteed at least second place. And Emilia Diaz-Lent is going to be battling Lily Olsen for third place and a spot in the championship match against Kylie. We're going to give the athletes a little bit of time to rest. Take a look at these athlete stats again. We've got, of our remaining athletes now, Lily Olsen, who's going to be running in just a bit. Lily coming with a pro ninja level 1 power rank. It's a very, very high rank for only doing 6 competitions. That means that she's basically podiumed in every competition she's done, which is very impressive. Coming out of Dover, Massachusetts. And, man, the New England region, you know, if that's your home region, it's a competitive one at that. There's some very stiff competition no matter what division you enter. And Lily has definitely shown that she's ready. And there she is in the blue lane on the far left side of your screen. And there is Emilia as well coming out of Empire Ninja in the red lane on the right side. And they're off. Here we go. Who's going to get to the championship?
It looks like they
Ooh,
are
very
both
close
linking
together.
through the first couple of obstacles
but
here.
Lily...
And they are... Oh, hello, what's this?
Oh, no. Oh, we might have had a timing error here or some sort of false start.
Right.
As both of our athletes are being called off the course, looks like they're just going to have to head back to the starting line. Or there was an obstacle that was not reset that needed to be.
That is also
But
possible.
you can see both of our athletes heading back to the start line. Gives us a little bit of time to take a look again at Amelia's stats. Amelia's 20 competitions in Tier 1, 3 for the head-to-head season. This is absolutely insane. 23 competitions this year, Billy. That is dedication. So you know she has experience on her side. And in my opinion, it's been paying off.
It has been paying off, absolutely. Have we seen the dexterity in those links earlier in the courses that she's ran? That doesn't just come like that. You need to properly train and get confident on these courses with the competition atmosphere in order to deliver such performances to be able to compete in this many competitions, especially our head-to-head championships right now.
That's right, and it looks like our athletes are ready to go. Once again, Lily on the left in the blue lane, Amelia on the right in the red lane. Timer is ready, obstacles are ready, and our competitors are off once again.
Right, here we go. They've gone through this just a minute ago with no mishaps this time. Both of them seemingly neck and neck going into these discs. It looks like that Lily has taken a bit of a link there. It looks like as well that Amelia's taken an extra backswing. Both going through
I'll just
Sonic
swap
Curve
that
now.
other way around. Amelia's
There we go.
in the lead right now. It's Lily that's just a couple swings behind, but Amelia's going to pop through. Awesome, Amelia taking that lead now. In the home stretch, Lily just a few steps behind. Oh, but she took a fall on the turbo rollers.
Ooh.
And Amelia is going to have the clearance to pop through and link her way to the buzzer in just a quick time of what I want to say is 45 seconds. Insanity. 44.
There we go.
And Lily Olsen's going to take third in this championship event with a time of 52 seconds to the buzzer.
And both of those times were very fast for the course runs that we've seen today. Both of them
in the home
about
stretch,
sub
Lily just a few
55,
steps
especially
behind.
with our
But she
winner
took a
there.
fall on the turbo to
Incredible
have the
stuff for both of them.
clearance to pop through and link her just way like to that, the buzzer.
Amelia
is guaranteed first or second place, depending on how this race goes. Kylie Falkowski and Amelia Diaz-Lent. Both of these athletes faced off before and were just separated by 0.3 seconds. Now, as a reminder to our viewers, if Amelia wins this race, we go to a tiebreaker final sudden death match. But if Kylie wins this race, she will be crowned the champion.
Quite a bit of pressure riding on both of our athletes here, with the opportunity to both win the entire division and also make a small comeback story within. But which one will come out on top? We are about to find out.
We can see Amelia getting a bit of beta and a little extra rest time. She just ran, whereas Kylie had a little bit of extra time to rest, but I don't think Amelia seems very phased. She seems very casual and calm. We'll see if any fatigue starts to kick in.
Precisely so. Amelia with those 20 competitions of experience there, familiar with the atmosphere, knows how to handle it, especially at a high level like this. Both of our athletes ready to go on this course here, our head-to-head championships.
We'll see here. Kylie's also done 21 competitions this season. Both, both 8 years old, both show a lot of promise in this sport as we head into what could be our final race of the kids female division. Here we go. Kylie on the right side of your screen, Amelia on the left. Both very quickly here, but Amelia's getting a little bit of pull through. Kylie now. Oh, we're going to be back and forth this whole time. Good links there
nice
from Amelia, and Amelia pulls ahead. Kylie with the fast footwork, though. They're now move for move on the rings.
You can notice the increase in power in both of our athletes with the stakes
Amelia's
on
in the
display
lead.
here. All coming down to the final obstacle. Is the link happening?
And
yes,
Amelia
it is.
gets the rematch win. 34 seconds and 37 seconds, the two fastest times we've seen on this course. But more importantly, we are going to our tiebreaker race between these two. They're going to head right back to the start line. We're going to be back and do it all over again. You can see right here on those discs that quick move by Amelia gave her the lead, and she never let it go. Moving through the rest with such efficiency. Kylie also looking very smooth, but just has to clean up the step and soar obstacle to make that gap even closer.
We are going to be giving both of our athletes here a minute rest, getting ready for their next and final run and race out here for our kids female division. Very excited to see what the outcome of this race is going to be, due to the fact that they have just ran a whole ton of races, and all for this one that's coming up right now is going to be the one that decides everything. They got to make sure that their tiredness and how tired their body might be from the lactic acid flowing throughout running these courses doesn't amount to something that can hinder them throughout this run. But these girls know what they're about, and they are ready to take on this course.
All right, now Amelia in the red lane on the right side, Kylie in the blue lane on the left. And it looks like they're both ready to go. They still have a couple extra seconds of rest, but I think they're just locked in, Billy. Here we go for the title of head-to-head champion. Best of luck, ladies.
Here we go. This is quite a big decider here. Who comes off the second obstacle first? It's going to be Kylie. Oh, look at that underbar.
Hello. Amelia links the dismount, and now they're back to neck and neck. Now, Amelia had a quick pull through on those rings last time, and she does it again to give her the separation. Kylie now has to play a little bit of catch-up. As Amelia is coming down into the turbo rolls. Kylie sprinting down the balance. Oh, these laches. This is going to be everything here. And it's Amelia who makes it and gets to the buzzer. 34.2 and 35 flat. Less than a second separating second place's Kylie Falkowski from Amelia Diaz-Lent, who is your kids female head-to-head champion.
Absolute insanity just went off at Ninja Mania in Connecticut. Oh my goodness me. New England being represented right then and there at a top spot at our head-to-head championships for our first division of the weekend. Oh my goodness. What a race.
Yeah, you can see there that Kylie really did clean up those discs on step and soar, obstacle number 3, but it was on the rings that Amelia pulled through, had that little ace up her sleeve, and really pushed the pace from there. So that is going to do it for our kids female division. We will now be jumping in to our kids male division with one last look at our bracket there. Our podium today: Amelia Diaz-Lent, Kylie Falkowski, Lily Olson, and Maribel Baker taking 4th place. Congratulations to all of them. Now, taking a look at our kids male bracket, whenever that's ready, we have 15 athletes, which means not all of our athletes are going to be paired up off rip in round 1. That means that one of our athletes will be running by themselves in order to still gain experience on the course. That way, when they have their first matchup against somebody, it's their second run as well. We want to make sure that all of our athletes have as identical of an experience as possible on the obstacles, and this is their way of ensuring that no one has an advantage. It can definitely be huge facing someone who's already run the course and you haven't run it at all.
Exactly so. Now, looking at our run order and all of our competitors here in our kids male division, it's going to be a battle for those top spots. I'm very excited to see how it all goes, especially with just our first 2 competitors here, Owen Alzheimer and Joey Stone. Looking at Joey Stone right there, looks like his t-shirt has been manufactured by someone who may be similar to the Art of Ninjas on Instagram. I absolutely love their art style. Oh, it looks like as well.
Let's take a second here, Billy. We've got our podium. We've got our podium here. And there we have it. You can see Lily on the third place pedestal, Kylie up in second, and Emilia Diaz-Lant heading on up to that top spot to claim her title as head-to-head champion. Great
The
looking.
smile says it all. There we go. Look at our three musketeers there on our podium. Incredible races from all of them. We are so happy to have started our head-to-head championships with these guys.
Awesome job. Shout out to Ninja Mania and the World Ninja League for this awesome event for these athletes. And this is just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. That was one division out of the many that are competing this weekend. Don't go anywhere because we are quite literally jumping into the next division very soon with the kids' male division coming up next. A huge shout out once again. Forgot about the confetti.
Oh, look at that.
There's always
the production
confetti.
value. The production value here at Ninja Mania is class, I must say.
Absolutely. Oh man, all the girls getting the confetti stuck in their hair. All right, and a quick shout out to our sponsors real quick. First off, DGS, the world's leading obstacle manufacturer. DGS has been making some of the greatest obstacles you've ever seen, partnering with some of the greatest minds like Brett Sims, Kevin Carbone, Matt Bradley, and all of the above, man. Like they're constantly making new ideas, and we're seeing a lot of those ideas in World Ninja League competitions like this one or at our Tier 1 championships. Recently, they also started sponsoring athletes. It started with Addie Herman back in 2023, and now there's an entire team of DGS athletes. So huge shout out to DGS. Couldn't do it without y'all, and we very much appreciate it. Now, taking a look back at our athletes for the kids' male division, we've got quite a lot of athletes pulling up today. Trying to see which names I recognize here. Quite a few, actually. Someone else I think is going to do pretty well is Alex Kaminsky. Now, I know Alex was, if I'm not mistaken, Alex was also at the test event here at Ninja Mania last year, and he also performed very well. Coming out of Steel City Ninja, been a part of Ninja for quite a few years, if I'm not mistaken. Competes in the Midwest, has the Grand Champion power rank alongside Joey Stone, and as we said earlier, Owen Olzheimer. Those are our three with the Grand Champion ranking. It makes sense that there are top 3 seeds of the competition.
It's also very possible that those three could end up on our podium at the end of this division, which would be an incredible sight to see all of our grand champions coming together for this head-to-head championship. Let's have a look more at Joey Stone, as we were talking about earlier, before our podium for the kids' female division. Joey has been competing for about 1.5 years. He began his ninja career in Season 9, competing in Tier 2, where he finished 2nd overall last year. Not last year, a couple of years ago in the championship. In 2024, though, for Season 10, Joey moved over to Tier 1, where he has been absolutely dominant. In November, he competed in the Premier Series, where overall at Life Force, he was crowned the kids' male winner. He currently sits tied for the 1st overall in season standings and 3rd overall in the power rankings, which is absolutely incredible. Big shout outs to Isaiah Thomas, the Flyboy, who is the coach of Joey here and trains with all of the elite team at the Grit Ninja. So big shout outs to everyone there.
Absolutely. Now, I also want to shout out a couple of other athletes. I've been looking through their stats here. I mean, take a look at Xander Lipton. This is just another athlete who is super active in the sport. 26 Tier 1 competitions this season and 2 head-to-head competitions to qualify. 28 competitions. Now, I'm not going to say that that's an average number across this division, but if you do the math, quite a few athletes have done more than 15 competitions this season. That is dedication. And you know what? While Xander isn't 1st seed or 2nd seed, he is still pretty high up there at the number 6 seed. And I'm always willing to bet on experience, Billy. So I definitely think that we'd be you know, they could be dangerous on the course. Now,
Yeah.
again, quick shout out to our sponsors, DGS, Ninja, as they make the world's best obstacles, and NinjaWorks, the ultimate timing system for all of Ninja. They run the timing system that is operating this very competition and all of the World Ninja League's competitions. So thank you very much to Carl and the team at NinjaWorks. They are updating everything in real time for you to see the timers, who's in what lane, the athlete stats, all of that is through NinjaWorks and athletes making NinjaWorks IDs so they can track all of their stats as well. And my friends on the live stream in the chat, if you want to see any of the runs that you missed, if you want to check all of the results, you can go to worldninjaleague.org for all of the results because thanks to NinjaWorks, it's being updated in real time. This truly is the ultimate ninja timing system.
I do not know where we would be without NinjaWorks if the entire WNL league would be still continuing today. It's a necessity when it comes to running ninja comps at this point. It's needed.
I agree. You know, they do a great job at tracking power scores and athlete stats, and we get our athlete bios and we can see just how accomplished these athletes are thanks to NinjaWorks. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Precisely so. Now, also going back to who just won in our kids' female divisions, Amelia Diaz Lant. She has family who have been watching her in Mexico and Germany. So big shouts to you guys watching the stream.
Yeah, we really love to put the world in World Ninja League. Ninja is a sport that not just unites the community, but can unite multiple communities from multiple countries. So we're always happy to see that there is interest and growth outside of the United States.
Precisely so. Now, if we can go back to our run order, I saw a name earlier that has a tiny bit of international representation as well. Where is it? It was somewhere here. Where are you at? Here we go. If we go over to number 7. Oh, here we go. We
I
are
think
going
we're
to be
gonna have to cut you
starting.
short, Billy.
Yeah,
Yep.
there we go.
All right. So, getting what we call a ghost run is our first seed, Owen Olzheimer, coming out of Dexterity Depot.
Always nice to
This is
have
so
a
he
bit
has
less
the
pressure.
experience on the course. Now, he will remain in the winner's bracket after this run, regardless of his time or his result.
However, I think regardless of whatever circumstances our runner right here, Owen, might be in, we are ready to see some incredible performance from him due to him being a grand champion within our league. Here we go. Oh, look at the speed, underbarring that little spinner there. Sonic curve coming in.
Amazing work. All right, quick pulls through. And he's going to Gibbon his way through. Nice pullback, set of the hips. If this is his first run, I am absolutely excited to see what his next runs are going to look like once he's more comfortable on the course. Links his way
Me
and
too.
does the skip. Saw some of the female athletes do that, so he took a page out of their book and hits the buzzer in 32.6 seconds, and that was his warm-up run, Billy.
I'm excited to see what our guy Owen is able to do against some more of our incredible athletes, some of them being world champions as well.
All right. There is a look at your bracket, Owen, as you can see, and Joey Stone is going to get a pass into that official round of the winners bracket. That means we're going to see Joey Stone's Ghost Run next. Then we're going to see races between David Ward and Patrick Crowell. The winner will face Owen, and Henry Ponting will race Ashton Hahn. The winner will race Joey, whereas the racers who end up losing, they will head into the comeback bracket in the first 2 slots there on the left side of your screen. And then Owen will race the winner of either David or Patrick. Joey will race the winner of either Ashton or Henry. And those athletes will end up in the comeback bracket as well.
Regardless of what the outcome of our brackets may be, we are always very excited to see some incredible ninja skill. It's the head-to-head championships we're talking about right here. These guys have absolutely 100% earned their positions here. We're excited to see our next race here between Patrick Crowell and David Ward.
Yes, we've got Patrick in the blue lane on the left, David in the red lane on the right. David coming out of New Hampshire, whereas Patrick is a Connecticut ninja. And Patrick, yeah, a little stuck in the early part of the course here, but he's quickly covering ground. David's gonna have to make some moves, but he loses a ring, trying to reach back for it, and he's stuck in no man's land. Patrick's gonna get the separation. David takes the retry. Smart move on David's part so he can keep moving forward, but Patrick might be a little too far away now. It's gonna come down to that last obstacle.
Knowing
Gets
that
that
Patrick
Lachey.
has a bit of
He
leeway.
looked like he wanted to go. And he
Look at
hits
that,
the
buzzer
buzzer.
has been hit.
Patrick moving on in the winner's bracket. He will be racing against Owen. And David gonna wrap up with a buzzer. Great job. 51 seconds for Patrick and a minute 5 for David. We'll be seeing David in the comeback bracket and Patrick in the winner's bracket against Owen. Now, surprising early fall there from Patrick. Was not expecting that, but it was just the rings, and we've seen the rings be separators in the kids' female division, and now that might be the case again in the kids' male division, Billy.
Indeed so. I'm excited to see if that can actually happen with everyone here. Here we go. Next race. We are moving fast, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Henry Hank Sagao and Derek Saracento.
Saraceno. There we go. All right.
Ooh.
Derek and Hank move for move right now. Derek just a little quicker on the Sonic curve. Maybe has about a half second ahead of Hank. And now they're pull for pull. But now the monkey bar strats come into play. Hank getting it early, slip up, and oh my goodness, Derek down as well. Hank gets it on his second go, so does Derek. And now he's really got to pop through, but not a lot of speed from Hank on that rope. Oh man, Derek and Hank move for move. They're gonna link through. Oh, but
no, Hank!
Derek falls short, and Hank gets the buzzer. Talk about back and forth. Ladies and gentlemen,
wow.
Derek goes down on the last obstacle as well. 49 seconds to the buzzer for Hank. That was insanity.
Wow. I have no idea what I just watched. Right. That was crazy.
They were move for move. And now they're pull for pull. And then, they were move for move. And then it all fell apart on that spinning log for them.
No.
But then Hank pulled through. Derek falls short, and Derek missed the buzzer. Such a close one there. We can't wait to see how they improve on the course when they get to run again. But now it's a next level ninja battle. Braden DeMarks on the right side in the red lane. Bryson Danishrad in the blue lane.
And both of them are off. Here we go. The battle of the orange jerseys here. Ooh, look at that. We had Braden take a massive skip there on our second obstacle. Straight into our UFOs.
But
the links consecutive.
It looks like Bryson missed the dismount on the discs. He's got to go all the way back to step and soar, which is going to give Braden a huge lead, and that's something that he'll capitalize on. He placed first at the Tier 1 All-Star Championship in the Northeast Division. Not an easy thing to do, and we see Bryson also has fallen on step and soar. He's going to keep running for fun. But Braden has secured this race, and he gets a buzzer. Says his favorite obstacles, Lachey's. Was able to make it to 10 feet at 7 years old, so those Lachey's were no problem for him. Got a 43-second time.
Easy stuff right there. Here we go. Our boy Braden seemed effortless there, even though Bryson had an unfortunate fall earlier on in the course. That gave Braden a bit of leeway, a bit of time to conserve energy, ready for his later races that I'm sure he will perform very well. And we can see Bryson there hitting the buzzer. Easy stuff.
All right, our next race is going to be between Joey Stone in the red lane and, by the looks of it, one of his teammates from the Grit Ninja Pleasantville. This is Constantino Sapelas Haywood.
Both of them.
Joey's been competing for about 1.5 years, whereas Constantino's been doing ninja since he was 4 years old. Huge skip from Constantino, or from Joey. Sorry, Constantino's on the catch up now, but he's making his way through. Joey with some speed through that Sonic curve.
Here we go. Joey making a run for it now, moving through, taking a nice Gibbon approach, going into our balance gauntlet now, turning around for the turbo rolls. Very, very fast. This can be one of our fastest runs yet for our kids male division. Look at the one-handed lachey there from Joey Stone. That was quick.
I don't think he hit the buzzer. I don't think the buzzer registered. Wow. Yeah. Oh my goodness! So it's not an exact time what we're gonna see from Joey's official time, but it was somewhere around the 33 to 34 second mark. Ended up with a 35. Oh, it was faster then. And it looks like Constantino goes down on that fifth obstacle, these rings, which I believe are called glide and grab. Yes. Now, started off, Joey got a huge skip there. And then the one-arm lachey, as you pointed out, Billy, so smooth. Now, this begs the question, will sub 30 be possible?
Oh, absolutely. When it comes over to these later races and these athletes really have to race in order to survive, it's going to be a battle when it comes to speed. And now, here we go with Henry Ponting and Ashton Hone. Here's what I wanted to talk about earlier. Henry was born in France and spent his first couple of years in the UK before moving to Houston, Texas. And now here he is finding himself at Ninja Mania at our head-to-head championships. And here they go.
That's crazy. You can see as well Henry rocking the jersey out of Rise at the warehouse. A very, very, it's a great gym. So it's a great place to train. Now, Ashton just slightly ahead right now. Nice pull back. All right, who can pull through these faster? It looks like Henry had it, but went a little sideways, and now he's taking the lead back. Oh, this is going to be a close one here, Billy, because Ashton is not going to make it easy on Henry on this final obstacle. Huge speed. Can we do one swing? No, a little crooked. Henry links it, gets the buzzer, and Henry
in quite some style
will be remaining in the winner's bracket. Ashton with a time of 48 seconds. I believe that's the fastest finish we've seen entering the comeback bracket, so he'll be one to look out for.
Indeed, so taking a look back at that as well. Had to make back a bit of ground there, did Henry, but a small skip there on that Gibbon move. Easy stuff as he linked his way through the final obstacle to another round.
All right, our next race is between Alex Kaminsky and Samuel Lee. Samuel trains out of the Grit Ninja Pleasantville, whereas Alex Kaminsky is coming out of Steel City. It looks like, whoa, great save there. Samuel a little further back.
Good. Get it.
And Alex is really taking advantage of the gap that he has right now.
I can see him taking a bit more time on some of the later obstacles than what he usually would if his opponent was here right now with him neck and neck. But here he goes, going into the final obstacle, while Samuel Lee is taking a bit of time to get back to his initial start point on the obstacle. And it looks like he's going to have to retry it again, whilst Alex Kaminsky was able to hit the buzzer and finish easily.
All right, Samuel Lee now going to finish out his course. Always good to get experience for the comeback bracket, but look at that save on the dismount from Alex. Very casual buzzer for him there. And Samuel still rocking the course right now. Nice skip of the last one. I don't know if it's worth it if he ends up tripping, but he still has one obstacle to go. This will be great for when he goes to the comeback bracket, gaining experience to ensure that he can save himself from elimination. The lights are flashing. He's got 10 seconds, less than that. He pulls through and gets his buzzer. His time is going to be 1:26.
Nice stuff there from Samuel Lee. No matter what, finishing the course, never giving up. That's what we like to see here at the WNL.
Absolutely.
Now then, moving on to both Xander Lipton and Isaac Tobias. Here we go. Isaac has 5 competitions in the regular season underneath his belt, while Xander has 26. It looks like, can we see if experience is able to outweigh a bit more inexperience when it comes to both of our New England representatives, and they're off.
Well, take a look here. Isaac Tobias is a Ninja Mania athlete. This is his home gym. And while he hasn't tried this course before, there is a level of comfort that comes from competing where you train. So maybe that'll help him out. But right now, Xander is on the move.
Xander taking a nice little backswing there, ready to go into our balance. Through the turbo rolls. Into our final obstacle here, taking a pullback on that trapeze, while we can see it looks like
nice
Isaac
link from
getting
Xander
back.
there.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, that's another buzzer miss we've seen from people. All of our athletes are responsible for making sure they hit that buzzer for good timing. And while Isaac hits 49 seconds, Xander's time of 41 will keep him in the winner's bracket.
Still 2 flawless runs there. That was one of the most perfect races I've seen so far, with both of our athletes going through the obstacles in a rather streamlined fashion, which ended up working very well for both of them.
Now, I want to point out the 2 spots that I'm seeing some struggle on is the glide and grab, which is the ring slider. We're not seeing a lot of force there, and that'll have to change if our athletes want to really push it. But then also the step and soar, those ascending steps, I think that's just getting in kids' heads. And I think the most fearless will be able to run through that. And we'll see that now, because it is do or die for some of these athletes. In the comeback bracket, we've got Bryson on the left in the blue lane coming out of Next Level Ninja. Derek Saraceno from the Hamden Ninja Academy getting that dismount and taking the lead. Awesome job from Derek.
Looks like Bryson is now playing a bit of catch up there. Both of them rather close to each other, but it looks like Bryson is sideways swings, but it works.
Yeah, little cattywanker, but he's all good. Oh no! Bryson slips off of the log, and Derek has all the separation he needs. Derek from the Hamden Ninja Academy trains and is coached by Tom Alberti, one of the greats in racing, if you ask me. So he's in good hands. And it goes to show, because he gets that buzzer and will be keeping his run alive. 45 seconds to Bryson's 55. Still a great run from Bryson. At a Next Level Ninja, Derek Saraceno. This pull through, those links on the discs, that's what gave Derek the separation.
Rather close to each other, but it looks like Derek has absolutely done Tom Alberti proud. If you remember, for our Eagle Eye viewers last year, Tom Alberti in the elite division at this exact competition. Oh, that was a nice little buzzer descent there after he hit it. But Tom Alberti was an absolute he was a maniac last year on our course, and we're excited to see more of his skill be put onto our kids coached by him, whilst we move on to both Ashton Hone and Constantino Tsepales Haywood.
Yes, Constantino in the red lane and Ashton in the blue lane. Pretty even for moves right now, but Constantino, does it? He foot taps on the back. Ashton just a little ahead. Pops through glide and grab. Whereas,
but he missed the ring on the first try.
It's all right.
He's back. Possibly could give Constantino a bit of leeway. But he pushes back off of the start platform without having to use a retry.
But Constantino now only 2 moves away. But Ashton gets that dismount now for this string of balance obstacles. The agility has got to be there, and it is. Ashton Hahn on the last obstacle here, building up his swing.
Taking a few back swings there. One more,
and he gets the buzzer.
Hit.
Constantino, a great run, but just not enough to match Ashton's 55 seconds. Constantino's going to hit the buzzer at 1:03. right, taking a look there. A bit of stumbles early for both of our athletes there, but Ashton really cleaned up that second half. And I think that's what came in clutch for him to get that win. He'll be remaining in the comeback bracket. And we're going to head on to our next comeback matchup. It's going to be Isaac Tobias in the blue lane and Samuel Lee in the red lane.
It is time to see now in our comeback bracket what both Samuel and Isaac are made out of. Who wants it more? We're going to see now. They're going to fight for it.
We can see here that Samuel trains out of the Grit Ninja Pleasantville. Some very, very high-level coaches over there. So you know he's in good hands. You know he's been prepared as best as possible. Whereas Isaac Tobias coming out of Ninja Mania, a big thing about Ninja Mania, not only have they hosted this event and the test event from last year for racing, but they're just in general a very speedy gym. They love speed. They love head-to-head racing. This is their bread and butter.
In it just now then, here we go. Looks like Isaac Tobias going through a tiny bit faster than Samuel Lee out here.
Ooh, but Samuel links.
Oh, Sam with the comeback.
Wow, very assertive move there by Samuel Lee, but he slows down a bit. Does he have the power to reach the ring? Yes, he does. But now Isaac is just one swing ahead. Still very close for both of them. They dismount at the same time, and Samuel doesn't get the dismount. Isaac pushed him so hard, they forced a big move out of him, and Samuel unfortunately has to go all the way back, while Isaac gonna set up the move to dismount, and he he doesn't. He's got to go back. He's got to go back.
Interesting. Running all the way across back into the course.
Samuel now on the agility, but he falls off the spinning log.
Too. Ooh, right.
Oh, man. This is going to be a close one. Isaac taking a look over to see how much space he has. Samuel finishing out on the last obstacle, but it is a buzzer for Isaac Tobias. This time it counts. He will be moving on. And Samuel Lee gets that
nice
link. Hits the buzzer there as well. 1:18. I believe that was 8 seconds faster than his first run. Awesome job.
That was ridiculous. That race was. That was crazy. We had an early pull through from Samuel there, but then got a tiny bit caught up on the rings, and that is where all hell broke loose. Wow.
Yeah, that was absolute insanity. The back and forth, this retry system really does allow for anyone to pull ahead at any moment. But now we've got Owen, our 8-year-old grand champion, who has been top 10 in the league for quite some time, placed third at All-Stars, facing Patrick Crowell. He plays travel soccer, baseball, and basketball. He's also a brown belt in karate. This is athlete versus athlete.
Oh my goodness me!
Owen with the powerful
These guys want records out here. Oh, quick matching. Here we go.
Wow.
Looks like it's going to be Owen pulling through here early onto these balance obstacles, onto our final. Oh my goodness me! It's going to be Patrick who has to take a retry on the glide. Oh my goodness me!
Jeez, sub 30. I believe that was a 29-second run. I asked you if it was possible, and it appears it is. Meanwhile, Patrick really had to be pushed, and he was moving at a great pace, just fell short on that dismount. And he's going to wrap up with a buzzer still here on Aerial Alley. Oh, tried to go for that really big one-arm link. He's not going to opt for the retry. I think he's just going to walk over the buzzer. Nope, he's going to go back and finish it out. That's the way,
Might as well
Patrick.
go for it, innit?
But Owen, man, Owen just kicked it into an entirely different gear from what we saw in that first race.
All he needed was that warm-up to put on that performance. That's crazy.
Pretty much. And there's that buzzer as well from Patrick. We're seeing the smoke. Great job there. All right.
Okay.
Now since we're back with Owen as well, I would say that race was the first race in the winner's bracket. We are back in the winner's bracket here with Hank in the red lane, Braden in the blue. Braden won the All-Star Championship in the Northeast Division this past December. Hank placed top 10 in the Tier 2 Championship last year and is currently second in the Southeast for Tier 1. So these are two athletes who have really made big strides in their sport, and we're seeing it, both linking, but Braden just slightly ahead.
I absolutely love the fact that so many of our kids here have come from Tier 2 and are putting on incredible performances that belong in a championship like this for Tier 1, for our head-to-head championships, especially out here. Here we go. It's going to be Braden taking on this final obstacle with the link all the way to the buzzer, with Hank not too far behind, actually. Going to take an extra backswing, underbar.
Oh, and I don't think he... No, he got it. He got it.
He got it. Yeah, there we go.
I think Hank may just be a tiny bit disappointed, but honestly, that was still about a 40-second run, subtracting the buzzer hit. That's still incredibly fast, and I think he's going to do very well in the comeback bracket.
Oh, me too. I'm excited to see what he can pull out of the bag when it comes to that pull-out bracket, or comeback bracket even. There we go. Yeah, super unfortunate near the end of the course for our boy Hank. Definitely can show in our comeback bracket that he belongs in our championship and deserves another shot. As we move on to Henry Ponting and Joey Stone, another Joey race. Here we go.
All right.
Immediate pullback there, and it does him well. Here we go. Delays that link, but it works well of him carrying that momentum with Henry not too far behind. Now look at Joey quickly matching throughout the rings. That's what we expect out of a world champion like him.
And Joey is not leaving any room for error. Henry is definitely catching up, but the links sealed the deal for Joey Stone. I believe that was just over 30 seconds. It's going to be very close there. Henry a little twisted around, but he corrects it and gets the buzzer. 30 seconds for Joey, 38 for Henry. Very well fought match between both of those young gentlemen.
Incredible display of skill all around. That was basically perfect from Joey. Just has to emulate that a few more times, and then I expect a good position from him if he does that. Moving on now, we have got Xander Lipton and Alex Kaminsky in the blue lane and red lane respectively. Who's going to take the lead early? It's going to be Alex, it seems.
Yeah, both had a big skip on the monkey bars, but it looks like Xander gets that link on the discs, putting him slightly ahead of Alex, but it's still anyone's game. These two athletes definitely know what they're doing. Alex a little more sideways, but he gets that skip on that reef. My goodness. And now they're very close. It's going to be down to the wire here, Billy. Alex just
all about the link
ahead,
coming in.
and he links his way
there
through.
We go.
Xander comes up short, I think. Oh, no, he lands and just hits the buzzer after 33 seconds for Alex. And I want to say that would have been about 35 for Xander.
Incredible stuff overall. Love to see the progression throughout our races here, especially in the different brackets. Knowing what's at stake comes out with some very entertaining races. Now then, moving on, we have got Isaac Tobias and Patrick Crowell.
That means we have officially entered the comeback bracket for this round. And Patrick with a nice skip, and he's pulling ahead, no hesitation. Is he going to link his way through? He gets the underbar, while Isaac is taking a couple extra swings. Patrick, huge pullback. He's moving through, gliding grab. A little circular here. You want to be a little more straightforward. And there it is. Popping right through that spinning log, no problem. Turbo rolls, also not an issue for Patrick. Isaac making his way into that agility alley, while Patrick links out of aerial alley, walks over and cheering on his opponent. He's rooting for him, but at the same time, like I appreciate the sportsmanship, but yes, hit the buzzer.
Good
and
stuff
I think
overall.
Isaac Tobias did end up, yes, he did end up clearing that obstacle. Awesome job from both of our gentlemen there.
Interesting play there, just waiting to hit the buzzer until the teammate just gets to a closer point, but I respect the sportsmanship there. Great stuff. Great races overall. Absolutely love what incredible entertainment just in general is on display for us all right now. Having a look at our bracket here as well. Take us through it, Kane.
Yeah, that's right. So we just saw, well, I can't see the full thing here, but there we go. There is our winner's bracket. It has to be updated there just a tiny bit, but remaining in, I believe our next matchup is going to be in the winner's bracket, Owen versus Braden, and then it's going to be Joey versus Alex, which is going to be a pretty interesting battle. But we're in the comeback bracket now, as Hank is in the red lane, and by the looks of it, Ashton in the blue lane. Hank pulling just slightly ahead right now. Good link there, good pull. Hank is just ahead, but Ashton hot on his heels.
Indeed, so we said earlier that Hank wants to prove something to us in this comeback bracket to show that he still deserves a spot in the competition, and it looks like he's still going through it, completing obstacles as he's coming through it.
Oh, a slip up from Hank. Ashton pulls ahead. Ashton coming out of Dallas. He's currently in 3rd grade, loves to play Minecraft, he says. He has two younger brothers, and 2 golden beetles, and he also has a buzzer to keep him in the competition. Hank with just a little slip up on the log. He's going to end with a clear, but that is going to do it. Hank had that lead. He was so far ahead for quite some time. And at the end, it was just Ashton who pulled ahead after a little slip from Hank on that log. It's never over in this competition, folks.
Indeed, so always some races to redeem yourself within. Now, for our next race, it is going to be between Henry Ponting and Derek Saraceno. There we go. We have got a Hamden representative, and we have also got a Texas representative. Who's going to come out on top? It's going to be difficult to see or predict, but we're going to find out very shortly.
Checking out their bios here. Henry also says he's a big fan of Minecraft and golf when he's not doing obstacles. A lot of Minecrafters here, and honestly, I don't blame them. I still play Minecraft. So,
valid.
Let's see if Henry can block out a win here.
Nice.
He's currently in the lead, but not far behind is Derek. Just about 2 swings back. That's definitely something.
We've seen races change at agility. No one's been too phased by the turbo rolls just yet, which is nice to see. Here we go. Our final obstacle coming in. It is going to be Henry coming in with the win here as Derek finishes up that final obstacle, getting that buzzer hit. Love to see it.
Awesome job. Super clean from both of our athletes. That was the first race where we've seen full clears on both sides in quite a minute. We've seen a couple of people rush and have to use some retries. So props to these two for staying unfallable the whole course.
Now then, we have got 2 New England representatives coming in for our next race, David Ward and Xander Lipton. And we are off. Who's going to be the first off the obstacle? First off, it's going to be Xander Lipton coming in. How's he going to fare on these little discs there? Links through, and so does David. No, David has to take a retry on that disc, unfortunately. Here goes Xander, quickly matching through those rings as David takes a little retry on those UFOs. Xander with the clear going through the balance. The turbo rolls up next, not a problem. Slides on that rope, pulling back as we wrap around David. There we go, Xander Lipton with the clear. 53 seconds on the clock, it looks like. Taking a trip back to David Ward, coming in on our final obstacle now. Matches both of his hands on that trapeze, getting a bit more swing to that second one. Gonna only use one backswing to get to the end with the buzzer hit at the end as well. Good stuff from both of you lads.
Great sportsmanship there at the end as well. You can see the respect between the 2 athletes. But Xander, so efficient. I feel like Xander with a perfect run is a very scary prospect for anyone going for the title. All right, back in the comeback bracket, we've got Patrick and Ashton. Both of these kids, very well-rounded athletes, multiple sports. They both love obstacles where they generate swing, so we'll see who's a little more efficient on these laches, starting with these discs.
Ooh,
Patrick,
look at
nice
that
move.
underbar coming in with
Ashton
Patrick.
taking a
Here we go.
backswing. Yeah, Patrick is not messing around now. He is really moving. Ashton just like 1.5 moves behind him.
There we go.
Great footwork
Balance.
there by Patrick.
Coming into our final obstacle now. Gonna build up a bit of momentum from that rope.
Ooh,
Oh
the
my
one-handed
goodness!
swing!
That was
Patrick.
class!
Wow! What a move. Ashton's going to link his way through as well.
Two
But
very
Patrick,
entertaining races there. We're gonna need a
34
replay on that,
seconds.
guys.
That was insanity. That was not what I was expecting. I think he like just barely caught it by the fingertips as well. Yeah.
He must have been shocked with that himself. That was ridiculous. If that was his plan starting, I respect that with the utmost. Incredible.
Well, it definitely was his plan. I just don't think he expected to catch it on his fingertips. That's kind of insane, but awesome job. We're now going to remain in the comeback bracket here with Henry and Xander. Henry's in the blue lane, Xander in the red. Nice skip from both of them. They're pretty much move for move. Henry with a 1 step ahead, but they dismount pretty much at the same time. Oh, Henry's put on the burners right now.
Massive
Xander with a nice match there by Xander. And a skip. He takes that. No! Xander falls back. Henry plays it safe. And he's going to remain consistent through. Can he get this last lache before Xander can close the gap? Xander goes down again. Run ends for Xander. Henry with a buzzer at 36 seconds. And you can see he's headed over there. Dap up Xander and head over to his sideline. Great run from Henry. Goes to show, sometimes going for those big moves can cost you.
Indeed it can, and it can all just change like that sometimes in a massive championship with races involved. Absolute madness coming there. Well done to Henry there. Commiserations for Xander. He's been awesome.
Well, we're now taking it back to the winner's bracket as Owen Olsheimer is going to be racing Braden DeMarks. Braden's in the blue lane, Owen's in the red lane. It is Dexterity versus Next Level Ninja. They both love doing laches. Braden's favorite obstacle is laches. So, as we said before, Braden made a 10-foot lache at age 7.
Not many people can say that.
Not at all. No, I think he's in a very small group.
Not many people can say they've done underbars on those discs either. It looks like Owen trying to get a massive pullback there.
Wow, they're both neck and neck right now. Discounting Braden just slightly ahead. Braden slips, and Owen pulls ahead. Stumbled at the mat, but he still gets up, and Braden's got to get it going. Owen's going to link his way through, and the buzzer again for Owen Olsheimer. Braden had him on the ropes, 29.6 for Owen, 33.9 for Braden, who's going to the comeback bracket. But honestly, if I were Owen, I'd be worried if Braden makes it out of the comeback bracket, because that run was so close.
It was close as well. That was ridiculous. I absolutely love watching that one.
I think Owens established himself as an early favorite to win, but Braden really put the pressure on him, and I think barring any little slip-ups like we just saw, I think a rematch between them would be very close. But now, remaining in the winner's bracket, Alex Kaminsky in the blue lane, Joey Stone in the red lane, and they're off. Nice jump out by Alex. He's going to go right ahead. But Joey,
this is the battle of grand champions. They are neck and neck, lacheing through, links. Here we go with the rings. It all comes down to this, really. Oh, it looks like it is going to be Alex with a bit of a hiccup there. Joey Stone persevering through on both the log and the turbo rolls.
That was insane from Joey Stone. Hits the buzzer. 30.8 seconds.
One of Joey's fastest runs yet. That was incredible. 30 seconds and 32 seconds. What?
Yeah, what a great race. I love that jump and skip from Alex that gave him the lead for just a split second there. Holding on to that when Joey Stone is your opponent, though. So difficult. We are now down, though, to what I believe is our final 6 athletes in this bracket. We have entered the comeback bracket where Henry Ponting from France and the UK and Texas is going to be racing Next Level Ninja's Braden DeMarks. Henry just put up his fastest time. Braden just put up his fastest time. So who's going to get the win?
It's going to be difficult to tell. Both of these guys at very, very similar builds and similar points in their ninja careers too. And it's evident by how neck and neck they are at the beginning of this race. How they're going to lâcher. Ooh, there we go. It looks like Braden taking a bit of a lead there due to the underbar. The rings is the decider here with the momentum carrying.
Oh, but Henry with a match and go.
As we see Henry. Yes, there we go. Through the log. Turning around through to the turbo rolls. How is he faring on the last obstacle here?
Oh my goodness, it's going to come down to the
Oh,
Lachey's. Braden's ready to go.
Wait
Braden's pulling through. A race to the buzzer. Braden at the last second. 0.7 seconds faster than Henry. It was just the pullback on that first trapeze to set up the link. Had a bit more power than Henry's, and that was the separator.
How they gonna here?
You can see there, Braden had the early lead with a match. Henry took it back at the halfway point with that dismount, and then there, the trapeze. Braden just had way more coming into it, and Henry had to take one too many swings. So close. Braden advances to what I believe would be the final 4. Now, Alex Kaminsky in the red lane, Patrick Crowell in the blue lane.
Oh, how?
Man,
oh,
I was
goodness,
wow. Crazy save there. Patrick now just a little behind, but they underbar at the same time. Patrick first on Sonic Curve. Patrick now with a slight lead, but he misses the ring.
No!
Oh no! And Alex
with the comeback here due to the.
Patrick used a retry, and Alex Kaminsky has all the leeway he needs.
Getting nice little link there to finish. Alex is pulling through when he needs it. Oh my gosh.
Quick bio on Patrick here. As I said, travel soccer, baseball, and basketball. He's a brown belt in karate. He also plays the violin. Needless to say, being this good at ninja and this good at everything else, be proud of yourself, man. That was an amazing run.
Please do. Please, I beg. That
one-handed save, bro.
Using the nanometers on the edge of that pipe as well to pull through. Incredible.
And just like that, we are back in the comeback bracket. Alex and Braden have won their matchups. This is for a spot on the podium. The winner of this will be guaranteed at least 3rd place.
But who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Alex or is it gonna be Braden in the blue lane and in the red lane, respectively? It's time to get serious, people. Only the last few races now to see who's gonna be on our podium. We've got a grand champion in this race with Alex.
You know, I was about to say both of these athletes are in the comeback bracket not because they had slower times necessarily, but because they had a little slip up. And I think if they clean up those slip-ups, not only are they able to hop back into the winner's bracket, but they could take the whole thing. Who's going to be more clean here? Alex with that skip that we saw. His signature move now. But Braden pulls through to cover ground with the underbar. They're dead
we go. Both
even
these guys have the necessities to move forward at blazing speeds.
Braden, I think, just slightly ahead.
Alex
with the quick move. No! Braden falls backward, and he's got a retry.
Alex is going to be running away with it again.
Oh, but not
has a bit of time
there.
now.
Doesn't need it.
Yes.
Look at how great his wingspan is there. He didn't even need that big of a swing. Alex Kaminsky locked in for the podium. We don't know if it's 3rd, 2nd, or 1st yet, but he is up there. Braden taking a very respectable 4th place. Had such powerful runs and a buzzer to end it off. Great job for Braden.
Madness, that.
That was insanity, really. I had no clue who was going to win. At one point it was Alex, at one point it was Braden, and then that fall backwards on the dismount. Dismounts are the most important part of an obstacle. I will say it forever. Your obstacle does not end when you're on the last thing that you're hanging on. Your obstacle ends when you are on the platform. And if you rush it, or if you fall short of it because you get too comfortable, you will cost yourself. And we're seeing that a lot today.
Yes, and you as my virtual coach, Kane, you have told me that more times than I can count. Anyway, Joey Stone and Owen Alzheimer, both grand champions. This is a race I've been wanting to see for quite some time now. Here we go. Who's it going to be
Joey
first?
just slightly
Looks like
ahead.
It's going to be Joey pulling through.
This is the winner's bracket, mind you. The winner will stay in the winner's bracket, while the loser will have to race Alex Kaminsky. But Joey seems to have a full obstacle lead ahead of Owen right now. Can he get this link? Yes, he can. And it's going to be the fastest time we've seen all weekend. 27 seconds? 26 seconds.
26.23.
Owen put up a 32.
Oh,
that was crazy. You can see here, they're pretty even, but it's on the Sonic curve and the turnaround where Joey made up a little bit of ground, gave him just a tiny bit, a tiny gap of a lead, and he just kept increasing that steadily on every obstacle following it. Owen is now going to head into the comeback bracket against Alex Kaminsky. The winner will face Joey again and battle for the title. The loser will take a very, very respectable third place.
This is where it starts to get dire, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Owen and Alex, another matchup of two grand champions. It's time to get serious. I've said that a million times now, but like, come on. Taking another look at our bracket here. Look at how far we have come from all of our initial matchups here. We are now at our final comeback bracket race with Owen and Alex here. And whoever wins here has an opportunity to get onto the podium for sure. It's time, guys.
This is going to be so close. You can see Alex ready in the blue lane, left side of your screen. And approaching now, Owen in the red lane on the right side of your screen.
Both these guys ready, taking a bit of time before their run. It's go time, peeps. Here we go. Oh, look at the skip from Alex, signature move now, but Owen isn't too far behind. In fact, he's in front going into Sonic Curve, a full obstacle ahead of Alex, it seems. Here we go.
Wow, nice pullback there from Owen. Super clean.
Both motoring through now. All the momentum possible. There we go.
All right.
Owen is guaranteed a podium position.
Well, he's guaranteed at least second place. Alex Kaminsky with a 32nd time is going to take third place for this division. Now, you could see that signature skip that Alex has, but he doesn't necessarily run out of it. He kind of lands planted on 2 feet, stopping his momentum, whereas Owen was able to run through, and I think that kind of equalized it. Now, we're going to see a rematch. Joey Stone has the opportunity to shut this down. If Joey wins this next race, he will be the champion. But if Owen wins this race, we go to a tiebreaker, sudden death race, where winner takes all. You can see Joey there in the blue lane, ready to go. Waiting on Owen, who's going to... Yeah, he just ran, so he definitely still gets his minute of rest.
And putting up performances like this, they warrant a rest. Come on, guys.
Oh my goodness. Absolutely. And there you have it. You can see there on the far right, the empty bracket there says that they will race if necessary. If necessary. And that is only necessary if Owen ends up winning. But if Joey wins, the competition ends right here and right now. And Joey had a pretty sizable lead over Owen. Will Owen learn from that and figure out where to optimize? Or will Joey just be too much for him to handle? That is the question.
Right, here we go. This could be it, guys. This could be the end of our kids division with this race right here. It's going to be Owen Alzheimer versus Joey Stone, 2 grand champions. We are representing the Grit Ninja and Dexterity Depot. It's time.
have the same problem in our gym every once in a while. If we hit it too hard, it could rattle some of the connections. And for some reason, some of these.
Which one of these grand champions is coming out on top? We're
All
about
right,
to
here we
find
go.
out.
Joey with a huge skip. Owen right there with him, side by side. Nice underbar. They're doing move for move right now. Joey just ever so slightly ahead on that curve. But Owen with the skips. Joey just
Gotta go
first.
for these
Owen's
big
right
moves
there.
here.
They're turning
Covering
and
as
burning.
much distance.
Here we go. Who's gonna link it the best? Joey first. Owen
It
right
is gonna
there.
be Joey Stone taking the dub.
26.4.
Quite a bit. Look at that. He is
Wow.
elite and he is hyped.
Crowd's going wild too. Owen with a 27.2-second run as well. Made it real close for Joey. These two really brought the best out of each other.
You can never feel too safe in these races until you have officially landed on the platform a couple feet behind the buzzer. And that feeling just tops everything. That is crazy.
And there you have your completed bracket for the kids male division. Joey Stone wraps it all up. And that is going to do it. Your podium will be Joey Stone, Owen Olsheimer, and Alex Kaminsky. We'll see them get their trophies in just a bit. Congratulations to all three of them.
Absolute insanity to all of them. Crazy stuff overall. I absolutely loved watching all of those races. The highs and the lows, the shocks and the absolute the moments of elation overall are unmatched when it comes to these head-to-head races. Oh, the trophies look good as well, don't they? Just put them on the shelf.
Great, yeah.
And you just look at them and you smile.
Can't wait to see it, but that was such a great way to cap off the kids division. We had a baller kids female division, and we had a baller kids male division. Super excited that this is how the head-to-head championships have started, because it's on such a high note. Can't wait to see what happens when we tune in just a bit. But right now, Alex getting his beautiful third place trophy there, standing atop
Well
his spot on the
deserved,
podium.
absolutely.
Second place
with second place.
Owen Olsheimer. Bringing
Definitely
that one back
well
to
deserved for all of those incredible races. And of course, our first place spot goes to the one, the only world champion, Joey Stone. Happy days all around. The confetti goes off. That is your podium, ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations to all three of those young men and all three of the young women that podiumed earlier today. We are super excited to be here for the rest of this weekend for the head-to-head championships at Ninja Mania. Be sure to tune back in just a bit, because next up is going to be the Mature Kids female division, I believe. It's one of the Mature Kids divisions. I want to say Mature Kids female. And that will be in just a bit. Keep in mind, as we pull up the scheduling graphic here, all of our times are in Eastern time. So 10:45 Mature Kids female, 11:45 Mature Kids male, which means we'll be jumping into the action for the Mature Kids female division in just a bit. Our course has to be adjusted a bit. Our athletes have to be briefed on the rules, and then we will get right back into some incredible racing action with more and more to go. After the Mature Kids female and male, at 2 and 3 p.m., it's preteen female and preteen male to round off day one. Then tomorrow, Sunday, March 16th, we jump into our older divisions. It's going to be kicking off at 9 a.m., adult male and female. Then at 10 a.m., young adult male. And then we will wrap up with teen female, teen male. And the final division will be elite male at 2:30 p.m. tomorrow, where we're going to see not only some incredible athletes compete, but an incredible athlete on the mic, as our elite world champion, Jackson Erdos, will be our lead commentator for the elite division. You guys are not going to want to miss what we've got in store this weekend. Billy, any final thoughts on this?
Get ready for some incredible head-to-head competitions out here at our championships here at Ninja Mania. Absolutely loving the competition so far. Be sure to keep out for all of these divisions across the course this weekend. I've absolutely loved kicking it off with you, Kane. Happy days all around. Love to see it.
Yep, we'll see